They go in worried about the X's and O's and the strategy, and they realize that's like 10% of the job as a head coach. You have to be yourself, right? Steve Kerr talks about when he first started coaching, Pete Carroll, the football coach, the Seahawks, had come up to him, and Steve Kerr was all excited, and Pete Carroll said to him, "So how are you going to coach?" And Steve Kerr looked at him like, "What do you mean? I've got all these X's and O's. I got these plans. I've got my whole strategy. I'm all set." And he said, "No, how are you going to coach? How are you going to coach your kids?" And he didn't even think about that. And Pete Carroll told the story, his first time coaching, he kind of failed. And it was because he didn't know how to coach. He knew all the X's, O's, and the strategies, but he didn't know how to coach and how to lead people. And that's the thing. Those of you that have coached, those of us that have coached, we know this. Like, people get thrown into the fire as a coach with really little to no training, even if you've been an assistant coach. And until you're in that fire and you know everything that goes into it and all the challenges of it, you really don't know how to coach. And that's where I think a lot of people fail. They go in worried about the X's and O's and the strategy, and they realize that's like 10% of the job as a head coach. You're managing and leading people, and you're trying to build a cohesive group together. And so I always say the number one job of any coach is to build culture. You're building culture every day. And if you let that slide, it is going to sabotage and hurt your team.